Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All Educational Videos and Tutorials. In this video today, we are going to learn how to create simple tree sprite in Scratch. So we are going to create or draw or paint tree sprite in Scratch. That's the idea. And we are going to use lots of skills and techniques which we have learned before in previous tutorials and videos, but this should be very simple and easy for everyone. It's beginner friendly. Okay, that was the idea, and for some of you who ask why and what is the reason actually to create something, because we will see in a few seconds we already have some sprites here in Sprite Library, sprites of the tree. The idea is that sometimes for your games or animations or whatever you make in Scratch or in general, you will need something which is original, which is something you created, which looks the way you want to look and so on. So something which is just yours, custom and so on, because you, for example, couldn't find some sprite or graphics in some other resource like internet or Scratch library and so on. So it's as simple as that, but sometimes you can also try to create some kind of image or graphics of something just as practice to see if you can do it and to learn something new, just like some kind of challenge. Okay, so let's check Sprite Library by clicking on this Choose a Sprite button in your bottom right corner, and let's type tree in search with TREE, and we have two sprites here. One is dark green, the other one is lighter green or maybe even blue in color. They are both different, they have different shapes, but for example I don't like any of those for my game, so I want to create something unique. But anyway, it's a good idea just to check the Sprite Library first. That's what I wanted to say and show. Okay, let's just click on those two sprites just to import them on our, I will move this cat down and I will import both of those three just to check their sprites a little bit and compare them. So both of those are now on our stage. Why do I want to compare them? I will click on the first tree 1, click on the costumes to open the paint editor, the Scratch paint editor, so I can now explore this sprite a little bit more. So for example, I don't like the shape of this tree crown. It's made up of different leaves, lots of those different objects, so I want something which is more simple in this case. And for example, the other one, I like this one better. I like this shape, like some kind of ellipse, but maybe I don't like the color or this tree trunk, or I want just to make something original myself. But the whole idea here is also, as I said just a few moments ago, you can use these shapes, these sprites, these images to learn from them and to try to see how other artists and other people create stuff and learn something from it. So for example, in these two cases you can learn something which is called abstraction, and which is very important in graphic art in general, in drawing, painting, illustration, not only in game development but in general. And abstraction is when you try to simplify something. So for example, and I will use brush for that, and I will use some kind of yellow color just to make it more obvious. If you want, for example, to check how this tree trunk, this guy here, was made, or to learn from it, you can see that most of that is a very very simple lines are used for this shape, this brown shape. Just simple straight lines, like one line, second, third, and fourth, something like this, and you already have a tree trunk. Maybe a little bit more straighter, but that's it. But for the top of it, you see that the outer rim, the outer shape, it's not very simplified. It has lots of those pointy shapes and edges and circle shapes and so on. So this is not abstract, this is not simplified, this is something more complex compared to this guy here. Okay, this was really bad, but you understand the idea. But you can learn from time to time. It's good to learn that way, and especially if you have some kind of favorite artist or something like that, so you want to learn his technique and his skills. So I recommend that, and that's not only my recommendation, that's actually very straightforward and simple exercise which is recommended in most art schools, as much as I know. Same with this guy here. You see how this is some kind of simple shape, and also we're going to use circle for that. But again, if you want to try to use some kind of freehand tool just to try to see, to get the idea what was used here. So I have straight lines and oval lines, and this is very simple. This is very simple shape, and we could say that it's already abstract. You cannot abstract it more compared to those leaves here. Okay, anyway, I'm going to delete now those two sprites just not to confuse you anymore. I hope this abstraction idea and exercise was good for some of you, but let's finally go to creating a simple tree sprite on our own. First of all, I want to go to paint button here to create a new sprite from scratch, so I get the blank canvas here in my Scratch Paint editor. And then I want to create, I will pick the, okay, this one is actually good, maybe a little bit lighter. Okay, so, and for the outline, let's go with a black for the start, but we will change it later. So something like this. For my tree crown, I want to use circle to have something really simple and abstract. So I will click anywhere on the screen. Is this gradient or am I? No, not sure. I will press Shift to constrain this. Yeah, this is actually some kind of gradient, it seems, or yeah. Let me delete this, not to confuse you. Okay, here we go again. This time it's better. So click anywhere on the screen, drag, and while you drag you create circle, but also scaled like ellipse. But if you press shift on your keyboard you create precise circle, and that's it. Move it a little bit to the left top if you find that easier, and that's our tree crown. Next we need a tree trunk, wooden part, brown part. So as we said in previous when we checked previous sprite from sprite library, we saw that those guys probably used some kind of rectangle for that. So for the crown we used circle, for the rectangle we will use, for the trunk, sorry, we will use rectangle. I just want that to be brown, so I will try to find some kind of brownish color here, first on my color bar, then on my saturation and brightness, and I checked all of that in my fill to see how it looks, and then click and drag anywhere on the screen, or I will undo this now. If it's easier for you, click over oops, I have changed my color by accident. Okay, no big deal, let's do it again. Okay, what I wanted to say here, you can create rectangle somewhere over the circle, just if it's easier for you to create a tree like that, and we have a tree trunk now here. Okay, so we have something on our screen. It's not ideal, but let's see what we can fix. We can push this, nope, select tool, yeah, now it's better. Select the trunk, and we want this trunk tree to be behind this green circle which is crown, so I will click on this button here which says backward, or even easier just back, and it will be pushed all the way to the back layer behind the green circle. Simple as that. And now we have some kind of simple tree, and that's it for this video. No, it isn't, I'm just kidding. We'll have to, all this is like a free, I wanted to see this like a simple tree exercise and tutorial. We're going to try to make a couple of changes just to make this a little bit more professional and better. Okay, so we have pushed the trunk to the back. What else do I want to do? I want to change the outline of this green circle. So for example, if you see now, it has, and I will push this number to big number from 1 to 12 just to show you. Now it has a black outline. I want to change that to something else. And for most illustration, especially for environment, but also for characters, sometimes you want to use similar colors and colors which match each other and go well with each other, especially for environment assets like plants and trees and so on. Sometimes you want to have black outline, like here in some kind of comic style game or animation, but most of the time you want to make that subtle and gentle, and especially in advertisement, so or in some kind of background, for example. So for this tree I want this outline, instead of being black, I want to turn it into some kind of darker or lighter green. I will try with darker green first. So as I just said a few moments ago, you want all of colors to match on your asset, to match with each other part in terms of If I, for example, create some kind of leaves here, I also want them to be green, maybe different green but similar. If I create different parts of this tree trunk, I also want it to be brown and so on. So instead of having black outline, I will pick outline and then color green, but just to be precise, I can even click no outline, and this also looks great. For some simple cartoony games this looks great, but I will pick some kind of green, which I will start with eyedropper tool and pick green from this tree, same, and then a little bit darker, maybe brightness like this, and this looks cool, almost non-visible, but I will push the pixel thickness to 3 or 4 just to see it better. Yeah, okay, so this looks great, a little bit too much, maybe 5 or 4 will work. Yeah, this looks nice. So this was tree crown. So let's do the same for the tree trunk. A brown tree trunk needs brown outline. Pick the color with the eyedropper and then just reduce the brightness to make it darker. Cool. And then select it again to, yeah, maybe 8, 9 is too much, but I will have it a little bit thicker than the crown. Maybe the crown was 4 and the trunk will be 6 maybe, or 5, just to have it stronger a little bit. So this is a very simple but nice tree. Let's see how 17 minutes. Okay, this was a bit too long, but we have learned lots of stuff here. And just few more. Zoom out. What else? We have to select the select tool. Click anywhere. Okay, I will zoom to make it easier. Click anywhere on the screen and make the selection of both of the parts, the green crown and the brown trunk, and click on group. And now I have both of those together, so when I select them, I will move them together, and I will try to make this blue cross, if you can see here in the middle, to fix it with this how it's called, crosshair, gray crosshair cross in the middle, so that way I know, you can see it better now and it snaps. That way my sprite will be at the center. Great. I can maybe scale it a little bit more, and that will be the end. Just to, yeah. So, nice. You can put it anywhere on the screen where you like, and for example, you can right click on the sprite, duplicate to create some kind of forest for your game like this. And also don't forget that you should rename your sprites. You have the name of the sprite here at this block, and rename it to something like tree custom or tree mine or whatever. Anyway, that's it. 20 minutes, but okay, at least I think we have learn maybe a few new things, and try to remember a couple of folders and how to use them in real world examples. And again, this is just a simple exercise, but I think lots of people need those. And that's it. See you in next video. Bye for now.